Hello, Anil. Hi, Swati. How are you?
Good.
Good. How are you doing?
Doing well. Thank you both for being here today. I appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank you so
for
much
giving us
for
this
inviting us.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope our voices are not like colliding with each
I
other.
think it's going to be fun. No, I like it. And I want to say, congratulations again on the new job. As you know, we're opening up enrollment into the association again soon. We like to talk to associates who have transitioned successfully. In this case, both of you, husband and wife, transitioned, double transition, something we haven't had a chance to interview before on these little calls. But I'm really excited to have you. And I thought it might be good for you to start by introducing yourself, and then we'll talk a little bit more about some of the challenges you were having. So either one of you can go first. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So my name is Anil Shukla, and basically, I'm currently still a postdoc at Caltech, but I have got this job offer from a company called Quantum Screening as a senior scientist, and I will be joining there in 2 weeks, and I'm really excited about it.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And you, Swati?
And yeah, hi. So I am actually a cancer immunologist. I worked at National Cancer Institute as a postdoc for 3 years, and then I moved to City of Hope National Medical Center. I worked there for a couple of years, so I am like 5 years into postdoc, and I'm making this transition after 5 years, which is I was waiting for it for the whole of my life.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it. And I thank CSA for giving this opportunity for all the materials. They are so valuable. You will never get it anywhere.
Well, thank you.
So
Thank you.
I really thank CSA for all the materials that I got.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for doing the work to both get hired. And I want to hear a little bit about your story, but I want to talk first about the challenges you were both facing. We've talked a little bit about them before, but in academia, specifically in your career, in your job search, what were some of the challenges you had, maybe even some of the mindset limitations that you had?
So basically in academia, I think my biggest problem was that I was always feeling like I'm stuck. Basically, what you are doing, you have no specific long-term goal. You are just making your curriculum vitae. You are publishing data. You are doing something, but it's not that you have something in vision which is long-term. You are going to make a product which will be really valuable in future. So that was my one biggest concern. I think that has been solved now after joining this company, because we have target. We want to basically design a device which can be used to detect cancer in quite early stage, which is wonderful if we can do it. And the other problem was that, like, independence wise also, you are mostly dependent upon your PI and other people. And they have been in academia for all their life, so still they don't have experience of industry and all that stuff. So
Yes.
I think these two problems were the biggest challenges for me in academia, and that's why I wanted to go ahead into industry and get experience about, like, you feel you are a scientist but still you feel like an MBA person. You are dealing with a lot of people and you have multiple jobs to do, not only one. Like, you have just senior scientist, but you have to do other jobs also, like for her project management, grant writing, and other stuff, which is really exciting.
Excellent. And what about
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
Swati?
So for me, I think when I was in academia, I think that's what I wanted to do: stay in academia. I didn't even think about moving to industry. Like, is it for me? Like, can I actually transition? Is it the right place to go? I think it was like a block in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, do I really want to do that? I wanted to be a tenure track investigator, but is it easy? Writing our own grants, will I ever get it? Am I going to be always stuck in the postdoc phase? Will I be a staff scientist somewhere and doing the same thing over and over again, working on the bench? And then, I had to change my mindset, and I accept it with full heart that I had to change my mindset. I was not open about transitioning. And after joining CSA, I was more open that there are opportunities that I can actually, look for. There are better places that I can go, better things that I can do, utilizing my knowledge of PhD and postdoc, and help invent something, help make people's life better rather than just publishing.
Yeah.
Just
So actually, here I would like to mention one thing. Just to you keep saying that it's very hard to get like position in academia as a tenure track or a professor. For last 2 years, actually, I tried for several places. not in USA, but in India, because we were from India. I wanted to go back to India. And I gave few interviews, and the experience was really bad. I always felt that my talent was not recognized, and that was the biggest drawback for me. For some time, I was also quite negatively thinking about it, and I was thinking
depressed.
that I just want to leave this career. I want to do something else, like start a restaurant or something like that. I kept saying this to her, like. But now, after joining CSA and about like seeing other transitions, other people, I really got motivated, and that's why I think we are here now.
And so, yeah, you don't have to pack up straw anymore. That's good. So, Mike, I want to hear a little bit about your story. So, how did you both join the association, and then how did your mindset change once you started going through the materials and interacting with the group?
So I think he'll tell you more because he was the first person. He was the one who joined the association first, so he can start.
So as you know, like I was already last year. I was already on LinkedIn. I think my profile was so. There was nothing special about the summary and all that part. But I started applying for industry jobs. Once I was depressed with academia, I was not able to get any position. I thought I will go into industry. So I started applying for jobs, but I was not getting any response for like 2-3 months or so. And then I contacted one of my friend who is already in Lonza, and he is a part of the CSA. And I asked him what are the differences between industry and academia. So he directly said to me, "Why don't you join CSA? I cannot explain to you everything. I think it would be good if you want to join CSA." I didn't know what CSA is exactly, and as I think 90% of the people are, I was also a little bit skeptical about it. Yes. That is it a scam or like how people can help someone getting job? But then he as he was already there, so I was very confident that it's basically a good group. So I joined it, and in 1 week I modified. I at that time actually I think Catherine was very active, and she really helped me in answering my resume stuff and my LinkedIn profile and everything. Mary also came after like some time, and I was really happy with it. And but I still kept applying for positions, yes. And I saw that I need to get referral. I had no idea about it. I thought it's like academia. You apply for positions and then put your recommendation letter and you will get answer. I had no idea about referral. So I saw on CSA and I approached some people for referral also. But to be honest, referral didn't work for me. I don't know why. Like many people referred me. They were my friends in big companies like Thermo and other. But I never got any response. Always I got is automatic reply that we selected someone else. But then I started, like after 2 weeks, I asked her also to join because we are in the same field. So we thought that we are in the same position as a postdoc right now. So any of one will get into industry, and then we can think about, like another person can think about getting into it. So she also joined. As she mentioned, I gifted her the CSA fellowship, and then basically many recruiters started contacting her. And actually, that's how we got this position, that one of the recruiter contacted us. He gave several other interviews also.
I think for me, it was keywords on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Like, how do you modify your LinkedIn profile so that the keywords are the right keywords that the recruiters are looking for? So mine was flow cytometry, multicolor flow cytometry, cancer immunology. So all these like things.
So I was, to be honest with you, I was a little bit jealous about her because there are so many.
Like every day I was interviewing.
Immunotherapy jobs. There are so many flow cytometry and there are very few microscopy jobs because I'm a microscopist and I was not getting. I wanted to get into some of the microscopy field application scientist position, but I was not getting any response. So there are so few. So I was a little bit jealous with her, but.
So once you started playing with the keywords, you started seeing how they could affect the responses you were getting, people reaching out. And can you talk a little bit about the private group? Like, how did that help you? How responsive was it? Were you impressed with how active it was? Tell us a little bit about your experience there.
I think if we have any questions regarding our career, we just put it there. Yeah. Okay, guys, what do you think? What should we do? So I think he's more active because I have a small baby, so I also have to take care of him. So he's more active into
posting I also take care of him actually. Actually, that question is very important because in my personal belief, this group is the most important thing of the CSA for me. What I felt Because whenever I had any question in my mind, I just type it in there and I get answers immediately. Not from only moderators, but there are so many intelligent people active right now. They are already in industry and they reply to you, and then you can just 100% believe on that reply and go ahead. So that's the best thing I think is the group.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm really excited for both of you. Thanks for sharing your story, and we're just all really proud of you. And thanks for setting such a good example and sharing it here and adding value. I appreciate it, and I look forward to watching both of your careers take off. Thank you.
Thank you guys for providing such a wonderful group.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks to everyone associated with CSA. Yeah.